welcome to room 1. Don't forget there's a parallel session in room 2 going on as well right now. So hopefully you've found the right room that you want to be in. And if you want to see both talks, we will have a video of both events which you can watch afterwards. It's my great pleasure to have two people on stage with me. I feel so blessed today. You probably know them already. We've got Joost van Oorschot from Mana Electric and also Julien Lamamy from iSpace. So they will be giving their talks later. But first up, let me just say great thanks to three people that you will not be able to see, but they've been heavily involved in the organization of this session, and that is Roberto Cosu, Susanna Soto, and also Angeliki Kapoglu, who helped with the agenda. Now, Roberto, Susanna work in the Innovation and Venture Office of ESA, and they supported the preparation of this session. Roberto is the country manager for Italy, Portugal, France, and Luxembourg, and he will be the ESA responsible for ESRIC Startup Support Program. And on that point, I would like to invite Larry Cujko from ESRIC and Olivier Zephir from Technoport to announce more about the ESRIC Startup Support Program. Larry, over to you.
Hello. Can you launch the presentation or? It's okay. So good afternoon, everyone, or good evening for the people who are online from US and abroad. So the objective of this session is to talk about the financing part and the business part, and of course to introduce the ESRIC Startup Support Program as an announcement in the next part. So for the early stage, I would say, Startup Support Program that we are currently launching, there will be three main parts I will discuss regarding introduction and objective of course, our partner in these initiatives. But before going up in the details regarding this Startup Support Program, I will just remind you, introduce again a little bit about the ESRIC, what we are doing, and what is happening. So the idea really is that ESRIC, I will not repeat everything what has been said, but Matthias, our director, during the first 2 days, is just to remind you a little bit what we are doing. So ESRIC is really an innovation center in the field of space resources. We expect to be in the coming months or years a center of expertise, a unique place where technologies, business, and people meet to drive the future of the space resource utilization in support of space exploration and the creation of an in-space economy. This is very important, and we are not focusing on space, but also on terrestrial and space activities applications. So ESRIC will connect with all leading academic, industrial, entrepreneurs to fill these needs in the space resources. Just to remind you a little bit about our 4 pillars, which are our area of expertise that we will develop and push. There is the research part. ESRIC will provide access to its facilities, and in complement of a technical support directly from the European Space Agency, so we'll provide more or less labs and testing facilities. We have a knowledge part as well to provide information development related to space resource utilization, and we have, I would say, a community part to help, support, and connect in Europe and globally all the space resources community. And the objective of today is to talk about the business part, with the objective to support all commercial initiatives from established players and startups. So we will support early stage startups in the space resource sector in order to refine, challenge their business plans, attract their first customers, and of course looking to secure their first investment. So to start with the objectives of what we are doing, so our first objective is to provide, as we said, the early stage startup support program to facilitate the technical proofing, market validation, and business development of the ideas to connect to space resources. And of course, it will be a 3-stage program. And again, just to be sure and to focus on that, it will be for space and non-space applications. So regarding our value proposition, ESRIC will provide access to its facilities and in complement of a technical support directly from the European Space Agencies, as I said in the beginning, provide support to its facilities and labs and test facilities. ESRIC will promote a strong access to a program directly connected to ESA, to LSA in space resocialization, which could potentially open the doors to other funding opportunities. And of course, the most important, give a network to the startup will be part of this, I would say, vibrant ecosystem in an international network of partners. So the objective is really to support the early stage support to early stage startups, which have a clear, I would say, near-term business plan and vision and visibility, again, for terrestrial, non-space, and space activities. Just to be a little clear about how we will organize that, there will be, just a second, there will be around, for a practical part, 2 calls per year. It will start as of the 2nd semester of 2021, and we expect to have 1 call per semester. This is very important, and it's open for European and non-European countries, at least for the first stage, but I will discuss that later on. There will be the 3 phases of the startup support program. The first phase, which is a concept proofing stage for a period of 3 months, a period of incubation of 24 months, and a 3rd phase, which we call a residency phase, for around 36 months. We will be focusing on early stage ventures, focused on space resources, and as I said, and say it again, focusing on non-space and space activities. In terms of partners, right now for this initiative, for the startup support program, we have, first of all, we know this is function of technologies, of businesses, of people, of knowledge. So why we are here right now as ESRIC, we are part of, we are supporting and being part of the Luxembourg Space Agency, the LIST and ESA, but regarding this, I would say, incubation part or this startup support program, we will be really partnering with the Technoport, which is a leading firm currently in Luxembourg for incubation technology. And I will leave the floor to Olivier Zephir from Technoport to give you more details regarding these 3 phases and introduce himself. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry, for that insightful introduction and detail, giving us currently this exciting program that we are looking forward as a technology business incubator to be able to be part of. First of all, as you're reading, technologies, knowledge, business, and people. This is what we believe will be the chemistry to be able to put and enhance a support program to currently support any emerging sector in which, as a technology incubator, we feel delighted about. Delighted about being at the forefront to be able to build the effective support program. And as Larry has pointed out, we have sorted out 3 phases to be able, on a first basis, to provide a concept proofing support, which means that startups, early stage ventures will be able to apply and to be able to stress test currently what are the qualification and validation phase, so as to stress test with potential industry partners to have tough technologies, robust technologies, with a demand from industry, meaning market opportunities. The program will welcome 5 startups at each call, so as to be able to come up with that concept proofing phase. And then after that phase, there will be the startup launchpad. Once the startup has validated that they have robust specification, meeting industry performance standards, after 1 startups will be selected out of 5 to confirm that technical value proposal on field, meaning that they will be able, with the support of stated partners, ESRIC and Technoport, being able to run the first pilots, meaning that we will currently intertwine technological maturity with commercial maturity. The point is to be able to support businesses with aggressive, this is a incubator term, and also commercial success, early phase commercial success. And after the 24 months, our expectation is to be able to support these companies that we are seeing currently in Luxembourg. Not to name them, if you allow me to name them, we have iSpace, Mana Electric, or Offworld, for example, who are giving us this rationale that this sector is getting consolidated. And we believe that a support funnel can support us in bringing companies to a residency stage where you have validated competitive business proposal with robust technology, and where you can continue to follow up on your technological development and grow your sales perspective from Luxembourg. So that was it in a nutshell, what we are seeing as a support funnel with our partners. Technoport delighted to be part of it. And please reach out to us. You have our mails, Larry and I. If you're a subject matter expert into the field, interested by early stage ventures, get up to us. You are planning a spin-off, early stage company venture, or startup, please reach out. Thank you very much, and looking forward to interact further. Cheers.
Thank you so much, both Larry and Olivier. Yes, we can give them a round of applause. It's a wonderful venture.